Happy Friday. Today we're going to talk about my writer's journey to, I guess, publication. Um, Got in a conversation recently about it, and I realized I've never really put that information out there, so here we go. Um, so I started in 2008, and I decided I wanted to, pursue writing seriously and be published. And so I promptly did an excessive amount of research, which some of it's come in handier than others. Read some how to write books. Again, some were more helpful than others, and started writing. So I wrote a book. Yay. That's like half the battle is finishing. Finishing is key to, everybody's got ideas. When you actually finish that book, you've become something else entirely. You realize I can write a book. The problem is that there's this thing called craft, and you have to develop it. And it's not something that you can just like read a bunch of books about and suddenly be awesome at. You have to basically blood, sweat, and tears the hell out of this in order to get better at this craft, which is like anything in life. I mean, I couldn't go freaking like ski down a mountain unless I put in some hours of freaking practice and like learn the basics and then, learn the more advanced techniques and whatnot. Same with writing, same with anything else. So barely had the basics down for this book, but I finished it, submitted it, got rejected all over the place, and rightfully so. Promptly went on to write 6 more books. But the thing is each of these books was like a milestone because I got better with each book. I acquired beta readers, which is invaluable. Like hardcore, have someone else who's not you or family or friends read your book because they could care less that you're like, yeah, I finished the book. They're the ones who, if they're good beta readers, will be like, look, why is this character acting like they're too stupid to live? Like, fix it. Probably nicer than that, but you know what I mean? Like, same concept. Like, they're the ones who are going to pick out the problems with your book, and then it's up to you to fix it or fail to fix it, as I did often. By book 4, which was a YA paranormal, which I will revisit because I love the concept of it. I was close. Like, oh, great premise. You write an awesome query. Like, I love queries. They make me happy still. I don't write them anymore. I write blurbs, but same concept. You're trying to get people to like pick it up and be like, I want to read this book. So focus on the query writing because you never stop doing it. So got close, lots of rejections. Then by book 6, which was a YA horror, I was like at the point where I got to reject and revise. And let me tell you, missing that by an inch is like quite a bit more devastating than being like, oh, just no. So but I always joke that I was too stubborn and too stupid to quit. Like, I decided I was going to be published. And so I just, fine. Okay, you don't want this book? I'll write another one. So by book 8, I wrote 8 books before no agents wanted it because it was really hard to market, and it got picked up by Entangled Publishing because they're like, oh my god, this is cool. I like this idea. And I got paired with an editor who's freaking amazing. And it's just, we just kind of mesh. Like, I joke that we share a brain, but she saw my vision for that book, and she helped me realize it in a way that I wasn't necessarily able to do. But, yay, I'm published. Yeah. I have progressed more from selling that book to, I actually have book 10 is out this month. 10 books published. In these 10 books, I progressed leaps and bounds more than I did in that first 8. 18 books, holy fuck. That's crazy. But you still learn. I'm still learning. I'm still making mistakes. I'm still, I don't want to say perfecting my craft because I don't think you can ever necessarily perfect it. But I'm to the point where if a book doesn't make me slightly uncomfortable while I'm like I'm stretching myself while I'm writing it, then I'm doing something wrong. But that's kind of key, I guess, is that you're never quite done with this journey. Like, maybe someday I'll be Nora Roberts and just be awesome, but I'd hope that even if I ever get to that point, which she's freaking Nora Roberts, I doubt it, but as I continue on my journey, I hope that I continue to learn and continue to get better, and to the point where I'm always learning something, because there are more things in this freaking universe, and our craft is is awesome. So I want to learn to write thrillers, and I want to learn to write, you know, freaking angsty romances that make people cry. Yes, that's what I want. So that's kind of my overall like publication journey. I sold my book in 2011, I think. Yeah, it's been about 3 years. So it took me about 3 years to sell a book. 3 years, 8 books to sell a book, and then it's been 3 years and 10 books. So yeah, that's where we're at. Thanks. Have a great weekend. I will be back next week with something else. Shenanigans is where I'll be. Have a good weekend.